A division of the Consumer Protection Section assists law enforcement and county attorneys in finding crimes that deal with fraud and scams. And a Southeastern Ohioan leads that effort. Jonathan Blanton now joined us in our studio. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
Well, about a year ago, you made a career change that resulted in an office in Columbus instead of Jackson. Tell us a little bit about that.
The creation of the Economic Crimes Division was a wonderful opportunity for me, and it represents an important step for Attorney General DeWine. If you look back at Mike DeWine's history, you'll see that there are three things that have always been important to him: cops, kids, and the elderly. Having the opportunity to be at the AG's office and work with local law enforcement prosecutors across the state has been an honor, and it's kind of humbling.
Well, you've gone from being a generalist to a specialist to a job that probably involves less time in the courtroom. Do you enjoy it?
I do. It's a lot less time in the courtroom. That's been a big transition for me. It's been strange. I was in the courtroom 3 and 4 days a week when I was in Jackson. I love being in the courtroom. But here it is a little different being a specialist. It gives me a chance to really delve into some stuff and be a resource more than I've ever been before.
Now, going on to the Economic Division you just mentioned a little bit ago, how does the Economic Crimes Division go about assisting local law enforcement?
We do it a couple of ways. We receive cases either on referral from local law enforcement. We receive calls or emails from a detective or a prosecutor's office saying they have a situation where they need a little bit of help. We can assign investigators, prosecutors, seasoned and experienced folks who are ready to come in and take the case on. We also receive cases in the Attorney General's office through the call-in lines and through internet reports. When those come in, we start screening. The first thing we do is ask, please contact your local law enforcement agency. Then we start digging in with help from the locals and try to put together a good solid case to lead to a prosecution.
In your press release that you had, you mentioned part of telecommunications fraud is cyber fraud. Just kind of jumping into the press release. What are some of the top crimes you encounter in the Economics Division?
What we're seeing a lot of right now is online auction fraud or sale fraud. I'll have a car posted on cars.com. You'll contact me and say, hey, that looks like a great deal. I'll say, sure, it's terrific. It's a wonderful deal. It's a wonderful car. And I'll one better you. What I want you to do is I want you to Western Union or MoneyGram or MoneyPack money to an escrow agent. And you'll have 5 days to look at that car and decide if it's something you like. And if so, great. If not, you get your money back, we'll come get the car. We're seeing a lot of that. We're still seeing a lot of the grandparent scams, the online ticket sales. There's a lot of just a little too good to be true, a little too great an opportunity, and folks are getting taken advantage of because of it.
You mentioned these online scams. How exactly do you track a scam like this? We
do it a couple of ways. First thing we do is we follow the money. In any case, you start with where the money goes and kind of go from there. With Western Union, the MoneyGram, the money transfer systems, we've developed the contacts within those companies to follow their tracking numbers called an MTCN to find out who received the money, where they received it, and what kind of identification was used. With the checks, it's a little different. We start looking at bank records. It's just plain old, good old-fashioned police work, time and dedication.
All right, Mr. Blanton, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you.